Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we're doing a test wash in this AEG washing machine. In the last video of this, I think, well, depending on how I publish these things, I showed a bit of an overview of this machine, the inside, the fault with it, which was the door catch, and I showed how I bodged it and it didn't work. Tell a lie, it does kind of work, because what you have to do is really slam the door and it will latch, but obviously as it's not the right one, that's why it's a struggle to close it. So I'm going to try and do a test wash to see if it is fully working, but when the new latch comes, I obviously will replace that, as that's not right and I don't want to keep on slamming the door over and over again. But I want to do it on a 30-degree cotton wash with these towels that have already been washed anyways, just to get an idea of how the machine acts and if it works. I've got detergent up on top of the machine. I've already put the softener in, I just need to put that in. So yeah, I suppose without further ado, let's put them towels in and get it going. I do have to say, I do like that drum light. It's quite cool, to be fair. I think it's my first machine with a drum light, actually, to be fair. I didn't really think of that. Alright, so towels in, let's get the soap in. Probably a bit much, but oh well. It's got a jet system on this one, so hopefully it will, do something. Hopefully it's not too clogged. I don't think these models use it that often. It's kind of one of those things, it's only does it for the first part of the wash and then the last bit of the wash and a little bit in the rinses, I think. I'm not sure, I haven't really seen many videos of these. So I suppose we just have to kind of see how it acts. Okay, so the door's closed. I don't really want to keep on doing that, but it's just to kind of see if the machine works, obviously. Got my softener in there. Soap drawer's a bit grotty, but it's just more lime scale. There's no real mould in there. It's just a little bit of mould on the door sill, but I can live with that for now. Alright, so let's put it on a 30, which is there. It's 110 minutes. That's the thing I don't like about this machine. I don't know if I said in the last video, is how it does it in minutes and not hours and minutes. I suppose that's just me being fussy, I don't know. So yeah, I'm going to leave it for 110 and let's go. So it's tumbling away. I don't know what it's just done. I just had to quickly do something. But there's not much water in there at the moment. It should add more. This is like doing a low soak phase or something. So we're taking more water on then through the main wash. I don't know what it did first. I'm guessing it was pre-wash or stains, I don't know. Okay, so the jet system's on. It looks quite good. It doesn't look like it's clogged at all, which was obviously my main worry. Quite powerful, to be fair. Which is good. There we are, we have a bit of a better angle now of the jet system. Like I said, I don't think it uses it much throughout the wash. I think it's only at the start and the end, unfortunately. But I suppose it's better than nothing. As long as it gets all the laundry, wet and actually washes it properly, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so the jet system's back on. So I'm guessing this is kind of like the last bit of the wash. The way it uses the jet system awfully reminds me of that service I had years ago now. That vessel one. I don't know if you're a bit of an OG, you'll remember it. I didn't do any real videos of it, but I had a service. I don't know what the model was. It was, like I say, it was a vessel one. It was a twin jet, and what it used to do, I remember, because we used to use the daily 60 cycle on it. It would do the jet system as, like, you know, it saturates all the clothes with water. Then it would turn it off, heat up the water to temperature, and then it would turn the jet back on for the last bit of the wash. So in that sense, it does kind of remind me of that. So I'm guessing the rinses, it keeps it on throughout the whole rinse. If it does, then it is literally like how that machine used the jet system, which is kind of weird. But they definitely improved the jet system on the later models, on these Electrolux models, I'd say, you know, because they actually kept them on for longer. Well, if anything, they kept them on throughout the whole cycle, you know, which is quite good. But, you know, even though it doesn't really use it for most of the wash, it doesn't really bother me that much. It's still done quite a good wash, if you ask me. That's the main thing. It's just an added bonus as well, at least the pipe work isn't clogged up, because I did kind of think that would be an issue, but it isn't, unlike the other one, that other Zanussi I had recently. Well, I still have it, but obviously that was completely clogged and the jet system barely even worked, to the point where it just got all blocked up and I had to take the hose out of it. Luckily I won't have to do it with this one, I don't think. That was crazy. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but there we are, I guess. It was balancing for ages, and it just kind of gave up, and now it's spilt citric acid all over my floor and knocks a bunch of things off the top of it, which I suppose I should quickly sort out before it gets into another spin. Wow. So it's finished, it's done the whole cycle fine. I think it was just the door catch that was broken on it. I think that was the only issue with it. Needs a bit of a clean, needs to paint that rust there. I need to clean some sticky marks off the side of it there from where tape was holding the door shut. Other than that, really, I don't think much else needs to be done. It's already quite a clean machine. It does need a bit of mould being sprayed, mould spray on the mould around the rubber, because it's got a little bit of mould around it, which isn't too bad. Soap drawer, that's fine. Everything else seems good. I think it's had a new element. I'm not sure. I think I said that in the video where we looked at it. I've got a lovely mess to clean up down there because the machine obviously went for a walk and everything fell off of it. Literally just as I put it all back on top of the machine as well. You know, typical, but there we are. Let's have a quick look inside and see how the washing's doing and see how it's like, if it's cleaned it properly. So let's open the door. Yeah, it seems fine. I think there's a few bits. I did see a few bits floating around in there, but I think that's more just because it's been laid up for a while and any little bits may have flaked off and all that, or it could have been from the Bosch that I tested yesterday, as 2 of these towels I did put in that Bosch machine. That Classics Express, that really dirty one I have still at the moment. Anyways, thanks for watching. You'll see more of this soon, hopefully, when I get the chance to edit some more videos of it. Well, once it's properly fixed, I should say, because it's still got the wrong latch on it, and I don't really want to keep using it with the wrong latch, because I've got to really slam that door to actually get it to latch properly. So I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.